to find solutions to current challenges and to identify areas for cooperation and growth in advance of that meeting. This morning, I met with the President of Chile, where we signed an updated Canada-Chile strategic partnership, deepening cooperation in critical minerals, clean energy, wildfire management, and digital technologies. Chile is the world's largest copper producer. It has the world's largest reserves of copper and lithium, and it wants to work with Canada's sophisticated mining and infrastructure investors to develop sustainably those resources and the supply chains. Le Canada et le Chili sont des partenaires dans le cadre d'un accord de libre-échange depuis 1997. Nous renforçons cette relation pour accroître le flux d'exportation canadienne et générer davantage d'affaires pour les entreprises canadiennes, en particulier dans les secteurs miniers et dans les produits pharmaceutiques et des machineries. This progress in the last few days builds on the momentum from earlier this week on the margins of the ASEAN Summit, where I met with President Marcos of the Philippines, and he and I agreed to initiate negotiations on a new free trade agreement between our two nations, Canada and the Philippines, with a goal of concluding it by this time next year. In all of my meetings with the ASEAN leaders, I heard a consistent message. Canada wants to do more with Canada. And to that end, we agreed to accelerate the Canada-ASEAN free trade negotiations targeting completion by next year. And for reference, ASEAN is 20% of the global economy. That new free trade agreement, when it's completed, will create jobs for Canadian workers in sectors such as critical minerals, clean tech, agri-food, aerospace, and advanced manufacturing, while lowering prices for Canadian consumers in goods from electronics to clothing. This week, I also met with CEOs of multinational companies, investors, and heads of sovereign wealth funds from across Asia, with a mission to catalyze new investment into Canada. With the Minister of National Defence, I visited the Hanwha Ocean Shipyard, which is one of two finalists for the Canadian Patrol Submarine Project. This project will protect Canadians, will help protect our allies, and we will design it so it provides enormous ongoing investment and jobs in Canada. In Kuala Lumpur, we announced funding to expand the BlackBerry Cyber Security Center of Excellence into an international hub for cyber intelligence and security innovation. Witnessed Malaysia Airlines sign a deal with CAE to purchase Canadian-built flight simulator, and a testament to Canada's ever-growing footprint in the region. Our government is working hard, it's moving fast to expand Canada's reach globally. We've already signed new agreements with the UAE in artificial intelligence infrastructure, the European Union in defense and trade, Germany in critical minerals, Mexico in agri-food. Nous avons également conclu des négociations sur un code de libre-échange avec l'Équateur qui réduit ou élimine les droits de douane sur la majorité des exportations canadiennes. Last month in Ottawa, we concluded a historic free trade agreement with Indonesia. Now, as I said earlier, the mission of Budget 2025 is to catalyze unprecedented investment in Canada. So to support that, we're forging these new partnerships with APEC countries so Canadian workers and businesses can sell more of what we build and grow. And we are making it easier to build more, build big, and build fast in Canada. Canada is entering a new era. This is our moment to define our next century. We have the resources to transform our economy from one of reliance to resilience. We're an energy superpower with the third largest reserves of oil and the fourth largest reserves of natural gas in the world. This past June, we shipped our first LNG export to Asia. By 2030, we will produce 50 million tons of LNG each year, all destined for Asian markets. By 2040, that number could double. We already have a domestic electricity grid that is 85% clean. which we can increase by another 50% through new generation, including large-scale hydro and nuclear, both utility-scale and commercial SMRs. La semaine dernière, nous avons annoncé un nouveau projet financement pour le projet nucléaire d'Arlington, en Ontario, qui fera du Canada le premier pays du G7 à disposer d'un petit réacteur modulaire opérationnel. This new reactor will help power clean manufacturing, AI infrastructure, and the electrification of our sustainable economy. You know, we're having all these conversations, making these agreements on critical minerals because we are among the top 5 producers of 10 critical minerals that are essential for the energy